Well, it looks like IDW and Paramount came to terms on a Star Trek license renewal. This is a really funny story. I actually talked to my people behind the scenes on this, who told me originally that IDW was going to be losing the license. And some stuff changed over the last month, and this is exactly why it's going to go down. I'll tell you the truth of what happened while they're declaring victory over me. It's not a victory at all. It's actually a big L for Paramount specifically. I guess IDW does get a little bit of a short-term win on this, but Star Trek books really aren't making them that much money. It is something that's just kind of floating there because Paramount has such a high licensing fee for Star Trek. This is where it's going. Let's get into the news in just a moment. Yeah, this is a good intro. I'm so stoked to talk about this today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hi, Heather. Or should I say, Heil, Heather. Heil, Heather. My name is John Delarose, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to talk about the comic news. Nobody else in the industry will. This is always where it's a lot of fun. And I appreciate you guys for being there. I'm a comic creator myself, and I have a great science fiction property in The Hidden Emperor. This is a wonderful, wonderful story. If you like Star Trek, Star Wars, Warhammer 40K, Valerian or Loreline, Nexus, anything great out there, this is going to be for you. They haven't made good science fiction like this in a long, long time. The current Star Trek runs are a travesty. They really are. And I want to bring back good storytelling again. We have a real heroic storytelling, heroic comic book about an emperor of humanity who's been kidnapped. He's been replaced by a clone who is making bad decisions for the Imperium. Ayla Rin has to figure out what's going on and make sure that humanity stays safe. And you'll really, really enjoy this. If you liked my 2022 Overmind, it's fantastic. You can get both on the campaign here, guys. And there's even a leatherbound edition. This is going to be my first leatherbound book ever, and it's being brought to you by Archaven. I'm stoked with the quality of what they've shown me so far. Grab that. It's really, really something special. Thanks for supporting us. This link's in the description below, and we're about to hit 21,000. Thanks, guys. Really, really awesome stuff. Okay, so Heather posted this the other day. Heather Antos, IDW pariah. If you don't know who she is, she's an editor who failed her way up in the industry. Your boy Zach made a video about her the other day saying it's his fault that she even has a job. 100%. I do 100% blame your boy Zach. So back in 2017, he got a little edgy, boy, and he called her a cum dumpster. And she played victim and then parlayed an entire career out of that. It's for real. Now, she was at Marvel at the time, working on Star Wars as an associate editor. That's like a glorified intern. Dropped out of comics, got a little job, then got back into comics at Valiant for a while, destroyed their Exo Manowar property there as editor, just absolutely bastardized that property, which was really good before. Again, wonderful science fiction stuff. Like they used to have Robert Venditti and Matt Kint writing it. Heather brought in her friends and just made a train wreck of a book. And then parlayed that job into IDW, where she then got on Star Trek. Since she's taken over Star Trek, it's become just this weird fan fiction. They just put out a Starfleet Academy graphic novel. I'm going to review it very soon. Just complete bastardization of Jean-Luc Picard. Does not know Star Trek at all. Does not know continuity at all. Just greenlights the cringiest of projects. And it's really, really sad what's going on over there. So earlier this year, I heard rumblings because IDW stock is in the tank. They delisted it from the stock exchange. They fired over 40% of their workforce in layoffs. And really the only thing that's profitable over there, according to my inside sources, is their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff because Kevin Easton did this Last Ronin graphic novel. So everything else is just kind of dead weight at the company, and that's what it is. Heather got a promotion in the middle of this to like a licensing manager, to where she's on top of like all these licenses. And somebody from Paramount came to me early and said, hey, they're about to lose their license here because looks like this was going to be too expensive for them to come to the deal and come to the table for what Paramount wanted. Paramount doesn't really care. They're really just out there, again, just for grabbing a few bucks because their company's in trouble as well. I mean, they've been making a lot of bad moves, and Star Trek as a property, they've really done everything they can to kill it. I'll make a video about that on my main channel, probably tomorrow, because, gosh, the San Diego Comic-Con announcements are crazy, but that's another story. And so I reported on that my contacts were saying that, and I was trying to get more information out of IDW, out of the industry, And so I couldn't, because these people just try to just like stonewall any actual reporting on what's going on. And I guess they probably used my reporting on this to like urge Paramount to do something. Interestingly enough, that's how much clout I have in the industry at this point, even though these people hate me. It's really funny. People watch these videos. They watch my they watch my reporting on everything. They're glued. They're tuned in. And there's a lot of people who talk to me behind the scenes that would get in big trouble if they talk to me. But I'm very, very careful about keeping my sources quiet. Now, IDW is reported to be losing a second license, which is one that is which is another property under Heather's stewardship. And that license, I cannot reveal what it is, because it'll actually reveal who told me. And so that's another thing on that level. So we're watching that as it's coming along, because we'll see what happens later in the year with like this. Now, they did lose Transformers, G.I. Joe to Robert Kirkman at Skybound, who then turned those properties around like crazy. If somebody else would have gotten Star Trek, it would have been great. But here's the truth of what happened here, and here's let's hold on before I gotta build this up a little more. Rich Johnson, Bleeding Cool, actually went passive aggressive on me in his article. This is how poorly these guys are. It was only a couple months ago, I think, that I was called out for not running the news that comic book publisher IDW had lost the Star Trek book license from Paramount for, I don't know, being too woke or something. Okay? So, yes, I tagged Rich Johnson, said, hey, this is some big news. And he didn't say a word about it, right? I did look into it at the time, discovered that it was bollocks, and it's still bollocks. It was not. It was not. Here's what actually happened again. So Rich Johnson's using his articles to passive-aggressively attack me in virtue signal to the Whisper Network in comics that he's on their side, and he knows that that everything I say is a lie, etc. Really funny stuff. This is really gay, Rich. Heather's not going to sleep with you, okay? And this is it. I mean, there's this big Heather Antos clout structure in the industry. This is why, they're getting Eisner Award nominations every year. They just vote because of who these people are. I mean, why would Heather get a Eisner Award nomination for Star Trek? It's been terrible. Alex DeCampi got an Eisner Award nomination, the crazy lady out there too. It's all because this Whisper Network influences these votes so that they can give themselves awards, so that they can try to gaslight everybody into thinking they're doing well. None of it's doing well. Sales are way, way down. They're way, way bad. It's going to get even worse here. And it's really funny. I remember Heather was talking about how it was the best Star Trek sales in years. Well, they launched an all new number one, that always boosts the sales for a little bit. And they were almost shut down during the pandemic. They weren't even coming out with anything really. So the sales were pretty bad during the pandemic. So of course it is. It's like they try to ignore things that are happening, and the sales numbers have dropped way back off again. It's not where it was at all. So things are not going well for this as much as they're pretending it is, because their jobs are at stake. They have to pretend it is. And what happened here was Paramount did shop around the license for Star Trek. They wanted to get it out because IDW is trying to lowball them because they're failing. They can't afford these licenses. And what they found is Star Trek is such a bad property right now. It's in such the toilet that other publishers weren't willing to even pay what IDW is paying. They couldn't find another buyer. And so they were fully intending on going out to market, fully intending on trying to rid of this and rid of IDW, which would have been very funny. And they just couldn't find anybody else to go with it. So they just were they had to tuck tail, come back, and go, okay, we'll accept your offer, Heather. And that's exactly it. So they're painting this as some kind of victory over me, right? But the truth is quite the opposite. Star Trek is absolutely in the toilet as a brand, with their new properties, Starfleet Academy and the Section 31 movie, just getting groans from fans at SDCC. It's going to get worse. They really don't have anything to offer now, and the fact is this brand's just not worth anything to people who want to publish Star Trek comics. Gosh, it's really sad. But that's the case, and that's why this landed back at IDW, even though it wasn't supposed to. And I will protect my little sources in this, but thank you for telling me what's going on the truth. For those who are watching at home, sorry, Heather, you're still not winning. You're just treading water. And the other part about this is Paramount gave IDW a 5-year deal on this again. I think that's pretty optimistic because I'm going to go on record right here and say my prediction is IDW will not be here in 5 years. At the rate they're going, it's only going down. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my Hidden Emperor graphic novel for a great alternative to mainstream comics. Wonderful science fiction. You'll absolutely love this. Thank you guys for the support, and we'll be back soon.